Coronation Street's notorious troublemaker Tracy Barlow has been pocketing money from Carl and Abi Webster ever since uncovering their secret romance, though it seems the deal is on the verge of collapsing, one way or another. Tracy turned her attention to Carl, and he flirted back, eager to distract everyone from his scandalous fling with his brother's wife. But getting mixed up with dangerous Tracy has never been a wise move, and it quickly came back to haunt him. Taking advantage of Kevin and Jack Webster being away on vacation, Abi and Carl indulged in a passionate encounter, only for Debbie Webster to unexpectedly walk in. While Abi stepped out to grab drinks, Carl stayed hidden until Debbie suddenly collapsed. As Debbie was rushed off in an ambulance, Carl and Abi shared a relieved hug, unaware Tracy had caught the moment through the kitchen window. With explosive knowledge in her hands, Tracy did what she does best. After failing to seduce Carl, she began blackmailing the pair, demanding money to keep their secret under wraps. Although Abi considered escaping abroad with Carl, he shifted his focus toward growing his car theft scheme, pulling Brody Michaelis and Dylan Wilson into the operation to satisfy Tracy's financial appetite. Tracy's patience, however, is practically non-existent, and next week she loses her temper, warning Abi that she's done with small payments. She wants the entire sum, and she wants it now. A panicked Abi informs Carl of the ultimatum, and he decides to hand Tracy another £500 before cutting the deal off for good. Tracy scoffs at the plan and quickly reminds them she holds all the power. They'll keep paying until she's content, or Kevin will learn everything. While a terrified Abi worries and even considers confessing, Carl has had enough and decides to call Tracy's bluff. Not long after, when Preston's Petals is stormed by a masked intruder and completely wrecked, Tracy is left stunned. Has she pushed too far this time and finally found someone who won't back down? And more importantly, will she tell Kevin the truth? Who is Becky in Coronation Street, and who plays her? ITV soap spoilers reveal crucial detail. Coronation Street delivered a jaw-dropping twist on Monday night when Becky Swain made a shock comeback, leaving her ex-wife DS Lisa Swain reeling. Fans were stunned as Becky, long thought to be dead, suddenly appeared in Lisa's living room during daughter Betsy's 18th birthday celebrations. The dramatic return of the woman once believed to have been murdered raises huge questions. What does this mean for Lisa's relationship with her new partner, Carla Connor? And how will Betsy cope after learning the mother she thought she'd lost 4 years ago is still alive? Who is Becky Swain? Dedicated viewers will remember that Becky was previously married to Lisa, and the pair share a daughter, Betsy. Back in 2021, Becky was presumed dead following reports she'd been killed in a hit-and-run during a robbery while on duty as a police officer. But earlier this year, a bombshell revelation emerged. Becky had been under investigation for corruption before her supposed death. That revelation pushed Lisa into a desperate search for the truth, sparking concern from D.I. Costello, whose behavior has already been raising suspicions. Despite her efforts, Lisa came up empty-handed and reluctantly decided to move forward with her life. But on Monday, her world was turned upside down once more when she discovered her late wife standing in front of her, very much alive. Who plays Becky, and where have you seen her before? The role of Becky Swain is played by actress Amy Cudden, a familiar face from a wide range of TV dramas. Amy's credits include Doctor Who, Vera, Am I Being Unreasonable, Mr. Bates vs. the Post Office, and Father Brown, among others. Speaking about her career, Amy shared, "Viewers might know me from Mr. Bates vs. the Post Office, where I popped up in the first episode. I'm perhaps better remembered as Daniel Radcliffe's mum in Am I Being Unreasonable? I was originally in just one scene, but Daisy Mae Cooper improvised a line calling me Daniel Radcliffe, and I ended up returning in the second series because apparently I look like Harry Potter. I've also appeared in Midwich Cuckoos along with the usual run of Holby City and Casualty. Corey, though, is my first time on the cobbles." What's next for Becky, Lisa, and Carla? Offering a glimpse into Becky's backstory and the road ahead, actress Amy Cudden shared, I had a long chat with producer Kate Brooks the day after I landed the role, and that's when it really sank in just how big this storyline was going to be. I'd already done my homework on Carla and Lisa's relationship by revisiting earlier episodes. I was given a strong outline of Becky's character, but much of the detail was left to me to flesh out. Vicky Myers, who plays Lisa, and I worked together to build their shared history. Things like their favorite songs, their wedding dance, their first date, and even who popped the question. She added, one crucial element was that Becky didn't have much care or support growing up, which made her eager to get out of home as quickly as possible. That really informed her sense of resilience, self-reliance, and grit. She's intelligent, good at her job when her emotions don't cloud her judgment, and above all, she deeply loves her wife and daughter. They are everything to her. Amy went on to explain, Lisa is about to move forward with her life. She's preparing to get engaged and married to Carla. It wasn't safe for Becky to return before, but her ultimate goal has always been to reunite with her family. As long as there wasn't a direct challenge to that family bond, she stayed away. But now, with Carla firmly in the picture and her relationship with Lisa growing stronger, Becky feels she has no choice but to come back and fight for her family, even if it means putting herself in danger. Tracy left stunned after shop attack. Tracy makes it crystal clear to Abi that she's had enough of receiving money in dribs and drabs. She wants the full amount immediately. When Abi relays this to Carl, he insists he'll hand over £500 and declare the matter finished. But Tracy quickly reminds him that she's the one holding all the cards. While Abi thinks it's time to confess everything to Kevin, Carl refuses and instead suggests they stand firm and test Tracy's nerve. Will Tracy expose their secret, and what will she do when her florist is wrecked by a masked intruder? Meanwhile, Theo admits to Todd that he's anxious about the upcoming court case, and if Danielle were to see the state of their flat, she'd consider it unfit for the children. After Theo leaves, Billy, George, and Brian rally around Todd to help tidy up the place. As the job nears completion, they celebrate with snacks and music. But how will Theo respond when he walks in and sees the impromptu party? Elsewhere, when Roy encounters Becky at number 6, she pretends to be one of Lisa's workmates. But Roy isn't fooled and tells her he knows she's really Becky Swain, recalling spotting her at the hospital. Lisa steps in to explain. Hurt by Carla's deception, Roy confronts her and makes his feelings known before storming out. Lisa then begs Roy to understand Carla's side, explaining that the lies were never meant to wound him, only to keep her and Betsy safe. And in another household, Tyrone confides in Evelyn that his recovery could take months, leaving him fearful about the pressure Fizz will be under. Coronation Street continues on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on ITV and ITVX.